I tilt my head back so that I can grin at him, and my heart skitters when I see his face, even more perfect than the picture I keep tucked away in my mind. But in this particular instance, I was referring to your time management skills. Damien accomplishes more in a day than most people do in a year. Frankly, I think it's highly likely that superpowers are involved. Busy day? By human standards, for you it's probably a cakewalk. But I'm going to have to do some juggling. I stand as I push the chair away from the desk, then turn and lean back so that I'm half sitting on it, my rear pressed against the edge. Damien's attention is entirely on my face, and there is such a look of hunger in his eyes that I have to smile. Careful, or you'll be late for work. I find that's one of the perks of running my own company. There's no one to slap my hand when I break the rules. I hear the thread of playfulness in his voice and match it. Do you break the rules often, Mr. Stark? He lifts his hand, then brushes my hair away from my neck so that his fingertips stroke my tender skin, tracing down along my collarbone. As often as possible, he says. I try very hard to continue breathing normally as his fingers drift lower over the swell of my breast to linger on my nipple, now pebble hard beneath the threadbare cotton of my favorite University of Texas t-shirt. He flicks it lightly, causing me to gasp. Causing a hell of a lot more than that, actually, as every nerve ending in my body suddenly seems to be connected to my breast by some sensual network that his touch has illuminated. I say nothing, biting my lower lip against the instinct to cry out his name in demand and longing. He meets my eyes, his crinkling at the corners as his mouth curves up into a grin. He understands perfectly what I am not saying, what he is doing to me. He holds my gaze, his clever fingers traveling lower and lower until he slides his hand between my legs, cupping me intimately and making me moan. What do you say? He murmurs. Want to break some rules with me? Desperately, I admit. He makes a low noise of approval, then eases closer, taking his hand away so that I can feel the length of his erection hard between my legs. He pulls me fully upright, his hands now cupping my rear as he grinds against me. A slow, sensual movement like a sexy dance in a dimly lit nightclub. I tilt my head back, and he bends to press a kiss to the corner of my mouth. That simple contact as wildly erotic as the deepest kiss, the hardest fuck. And though the brush of his lips against my skin is feather soft, I feel the hard, demanding weight of it between my legs, and I press my hips tighter against his in silent, desperate demand. He brushes his lips over my cheek to my ear, the sensation sending shivers of pleasure through me. I appreciate the sentiment, Mrs. Stark, he whispers, but we'll have to wait to be naughty. It takes a moment for my sex-fogged mind to process his words, and when I do, I turn my head to look at him and see both heat and laughter on his face. I pull back, narrowing my eyes. Will we? The helicopter will be here soon. I have a meeting in San Diego at 8. You, Damien Stark, are a very cruel man. I can be. He steps back, fully breaking the contact between us and leaving me feeling soft and needy and very, very turned on. But isn't it nice to know that your schedule is more flexible than you thought? I cock my head. You're not off the hook, mister. There will be blowback. I look forward to your most creative punishment. Tonight, perhaps? He says, and the eagerness in his voice makes me laugh out loud. I'm about to tell him that he has no idea how creative I can be when my cell phone chirps in time with his. It's the automatic signal that is sent when someone uses a code to operate the gated entry to the property. Damien pulls his phone out of his pocket and glances at the screen.